I'm taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
To do so. It's just going to be you basically have to see who's
Jeremiah Milton. Dreamland can turn that around this Saturday in Miami.
Yeah. This is one of the fights I had no knowledge of. Like it's and not even we follow Milton, but I don't even think Milton's even announced that he was even fighting. Gaxiev. I don't be on Instagram as much as I used to. Like I literally don't be on Instagram. That's why I be so behind on the memes, nigga. But it's funny. Like I said, I mean, Milton obviously, Milton had a lot of buzz, especially because he had a highlight reel knockout that went viral, and he had been active on PBC, and I know he was on BLK Prime cards and then stuff like that. But I know he did take he did take his first loss, and I think he had kind of fallen back, trying to kind of, figure out what went wrong. So, like, when I saw that he was facing Murat Gassiev, the former unified cruiserweight champion, I'm thinking to myself, well, that's a hell of a jump. Like, that's a big jump from his competition.
Yeah, tremendous jump. But it's also one of those situations where I feel like it's like you got an embarrassing loss. Mm-hmm. And his loss was embarrassing, like in the sense where he didn't get beat up or anything. He clearly lost, mm-hmm. But it's embarrassing in the sense of he could do a lot fucking better, right? Like, and he knows that, and me saying that is not even being disrespectful. Like, we all know that. Like, we riding for Duke balls, like. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say it's embarrassing. So taking on this guy, this caliber of boxer, this caliber of puncher, fighter, champion, former champion, mm-hmm. It's one of those like, hey man, you gotta erase the fuck out of what just happened. Like, you gotta take the chalkboard, not only erase it, but you gotta fucking like put it in the back of a Buick trunk. And drive that shit off a ramp on some GTA style and jump off that motherfucker when that shit crashed into the ocean, nigga. Facts. Like right off the pier. Like, you gotta bury that loss in that performance. You gotta bury it so bad. You gotta really take a good fight and have a good performance that just makes us forget about that shit. Mm-hmm. And if you could avenge it down the line, that's even better. But this, yeah, so and maybe it's a promoter thing too, where they're looking at it like, hey, we know how good you could, we know your potential, we know how good you could be. Like, yo, mm-hmm. beat this guy, or we don't want nothing to do with you. Like, hey, beat this motherfucker. Like, you could do it. Shit.
Yes, and it's such a crazy fight because Gassiev at one point was, like I said, Gassiev was probably one of the hottest cruiserweights like around. Like dude entered the tournament and stuff like that. He had a fight of the year with Dorticos, back and forth to end up with a brutal KO, and then he got schooled by Usyk. Like, he got like almost he got like 12-0'd pretty much. And then after that, it was just like, dude just kind of faded to black a little bit, because he went to heavyweight, and with the exception of the Volin fight, which surprisingly he didn't look very good in. Like he been knocking out all the C-level heavyweights that he'd been fighting. Like,
who you talking about?
We talk about Gassiev.
Oh, Gassiev, yeah.
And the fact that he's fighting Jeremiah Milton like this weekend in Miami, of all places, too.
Yeah. It's so random. I just heard about it like this week. It's actually this weekend. That's so I'm like, what the fuck? I just got.
Yeah, but the wildest thing is too, that fight doesn't have a streaming. Like, usually the Zone's been airing these type of cards. The Zone's not even airing this, so I have no idea.
If you want to watch the fight, join my Discord because there'll be somebody that finds a good link for it. Trust me.
Hey,
I was saying it's hard because those kind of fights are always like hard to find. You watch them on Russian streams; it's really hard to find those kind of fights.
Yeah, like that's how I was talking about when I saw Gassiev and Volin. Like I was watching on a very a stream that was kind of like choppy and refreshing itself like every 3 minutes. It was annoying, you know.
Same thing. Every Gassiev fight since he's been the heavyweight, it's been hard to find the link for that.
Yeah, but since it's in America, somebody better just do their due diligence and be like, okay, provide a nice thing like so because. I definitely want to see that fight. You know,
Ring Gang. We should have got an email about this motherfucker.
Yeah. I see all the emails. Like we get emails on all types of random cards, like Roy Jones.
Could have been covering this bit. Shit. Yeah. Could have made some arrangements.
Yeah, not one email about this fight. I basically
and this is the names because it's like this is like. This would be a main event this is a televised main event type of fight.
Like it could have been a pro box fight, or something like that. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's like come on, man. Like what are y'all doing?
But yeah, speaking of people who are like I need to rant about 154 for a minute. Now as LB says, like 154 is the one division where you can't really hide from your competition. You can't because it's heavy from top to bottom. Like at any given time, a 154 pounder can become champion. We've seen it. There's a lot of unlikely 154 champions in the last 10 years. You could go back to the 90s. Honestly, like 154 always been a tough division. Yeah. With the exception of that one period where Floyd held both the belts and was really selective, and then you had like the Carlos Molinos, Ishe Smith, K9, little roundabout.
Yeah. That was maybe the weakest, and that it didn't last too long either.
It didn't. No, it didn't.
It didn't. Like them niggas got cleaned the fuck up.
154 is kind of like 130, where it's like guys that haven't had the brightest careers of, can become a champion. It feels like, what I'm saying? It's like a Wild West type of thing.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's still a thing too. And then one person who did become a champion, was one Bakhram Murtazaliev or Murtazaliev, if you know him by his street name. You know what I mean? But, and now Murtazaliev, like, he had been a Mando to Jamel Charlo, like, since before the pandemic. Like, he was known. He'd fight on PBC undercards and the dark matches and shit like that. And he had taken plenty of of deals where it's like, okay, look, Mel wants to go undisputed and fight this, that, and the third, and he took the step asides.
He's been. I want to interject. He's been the number one contender longer than Tim Tszyu. Like I've been following the rankings, and I always notice Murtazaliev is always, even before Tim Tszyu actually got on, so to speak. Murtazaliev was like the quote unquote Mando for Mel.
Poetic justice.
Yeah, and then finally, Murtazaliev gets his day in the sun, by fighting in Germany against beating Jack Hockey, who's notoriously difficult to fight, and KOs him. In a fight, in a damn near fight of the year performance, but it was in Germany, and it didn't get a lot of attention like that. And then after that, someone in Tim Tszyu's brain trust after the Fundora fight was like, okay, we need to get a belt on him real quick. So Murtazaliev was chosen, and unfortunately for everyone involved with Tim Tszyu's career, Murtazaliev beat the living shit out of Tim Tszyu, like. I'm not even that's not even like me like trying to make it sound big. That's literally what he did. Like Tim Tszyu got his ass beaten severely. But
it's just like Trinidad Vargas if it don't go to the last round.
Right. Exactly. So now it's to the point where I think
Vargas was having a little bit more success than Tim Tszyu ever had in that fight.
I know. Yeah. I know. I mean, yeah, I'm just you're right now because Trinidad Vargas was a fight of the year.
Oh, yeah, it's one of the fights that people will tell me what boxing fight should I watch. That's one of the ones I pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. That's a top 5 recommendation type of fight. But if you remember, like
I know what you mean because basically in hindsight, it honestly it ruined them. I mean, it did ruin.
Yeah, like if you take the last 3-4 rounds of that fight. where Tito really started like dominating, where it wasn't just tit for tat, like I got you, you got back, da 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 da, like war, and Tito really started beating the shit out of Vargas.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even the final round.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but the thing is, like, Murtala was hitting Zoo with those punches like for like 3 rounds straight. It didn't even last long enough for that.
Yeah, it was bad. But it seems to be now it's getting to the point where I think Murtazaliev after that had went for a little surgery, but dude is ready to fight, and people are now, and pretty much now they're giving him, now it's just the way people are avoiding him. It's like now you can give him like a boogeyman moniker, and I don't think he is a boogeyman per se.
He could be the
but
champion.
But that Zoo win pretty much has said, okay, he's high risk, low reward type of
very high risk.
Because I don't think nobody wants a tall, lanky boxer puncher.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the big. I need to see another one. I need to see another performance like that. You know, I'm not. But he is a killer. You know, I mean, obviously the way he did do was.
I mean, he's straight from the Caucasus Mountains. Of course he is. He's a straight. They all are. Yeah, like.
I mean, I'm not saying he's a one-hit wonder, but I need to see another performance like that. But it seems like nobody wants to take that risk. I think he might do the one. I think like he seriously has to maybe go to 160 for
154 too hot. Like don't go to 160 yet, bro. Like 154.
But he ain't fought since the Zoo fight, and there's no announcement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's going to somebody to fight him.
Well, originally we were supposed to get a fight bid, the bid with Erickson Lubin, and Lubin had been talking shit to him, and then literally Murtazaliev had a bit, what did he call him, a punching bag?
Punching bag?
Like,
oh shit! Whoever runs Bakhram shit, the same nigga as Janibek, because they be talking that shit on.
I mean, I think
Lyle's more funny though. Like, the Janibek shit is like corny. Like his stick got old. Like pause. Like
especially with Janibek. I mean, because obviously Denzel Bentley's been waiting in the wings, and he hasn't said not one syllable of that motherfucker.
And Denzel Bentley be barking on that motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Like shout out to Denzel Bentley, but I be seeing the tweets whenever Janibek start talking some smug shit, like he's better than everybody, and then he ain't got no fight, and then Denzel Bentley quote tweet him and be like, nah, don't stop ducking, and then like, so there's nobody out there right now screaming for Murtazaliev. There's somebody screaming. There's at least somebody screaming for Janibek.
Yeah, like and that's the best, and he's and Murtazaliev is a whole fucking champion. Like, and it's like in the Lubin fight, like when he said they canceled it because I think now Lubin's going after Virgil Ortiz, and I get it, it's a lateral move, but it's just like, do you want to go? It's more of the money more than the actual title because Virgil Ortiz.
Speaking of Ortiz, I want to ask y'all opinions on the whole. I know y'all came across the whole Zayas Ortiz, quote unquote drama that happened.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like in that regard about the Ortiz Zayas, like it's kind of weird because Ortiz been 3 divisions, hasn't been a champ. Yes, he has better scalps than Zayas, but I feel like there's a little bit of saltiness and stuff because Zayas is 5 years younger and has been an actual champion, and you know what I mean. I'd definitely favor Ortiz versus Zayas, but the way a lot of the fans are trying to make, they're trying to protect Ortiz. I feel like they're trying to protect Ortiz. Oh, he's the A side. Ortiz has not. The most he's told is 6,000 tickets, and that was his last fight. That was against, I think, Bolachuk. Like he's not a draw like that. He should be, and unfortunately, him and Ennis at this point in their career, they should be bigger names than they are, and unfortunately, they're not.
Yeah, but, and then Lubin should have been held a fucking belt by now. Like from his generation, he should have actually been a fucking champion by now.
Yeah, but Lubin haven't had the performances when he needed them to that's his excuse. Like Ortiz been dominating for the most part.
He's choked twice. The Fandora fight, and obviously the Jamel fight was a little too early.
But he took it though.
He took it.
You see, nobody's like. Yeah. Like how many young niggas is taking that Charlo fight?
No, nobody.
What would be the equivalent right now?
No, it's not. It's not happening. Yeah, I mean, we spoke on Tama. That'd be the same. That'd be similar, right? Tama step to a champion, but
yeah, there you go.
But I mean, it hasn't. Yeah, so like, That's the thing. Lubin, the Fundora fight, he fought like a dumbass. He could have won that fight, but I don't know why he was in Fundora's warehouse. But he ended up getting the Martin after Tommy Hearn shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was that.
Yeah, no, but it's just terrible though with Murtazaliev. Like 154, like if you're ducking at 154, it's only gonna get magnified 100 times because 154 is not a division you can duck and be like, because you gotta fight somebody at 154.
Yeah, because it feels like Zayas is trying to like just milk the title. Because Zayas been a contender for a minute too, and the reason why it feels so long is because he's been fighting the same caliber opponent for a minute, and he hasn't even been looking great or dynamic doing it.
I don't think he has one stoppage at 154. Maybe it's like early on, but ever since he's been, because I remember at welter, he was at welterweight knocking people out, but he's a big kid, you know.
I thought he did have a stoppage before he won the title. I remember.
I can't remember.
Let me check. He's 22. Remember, he's only 22. Let me check his box rec real quick. Okay, yeah, he did get that stoppage in his last fight. Okay,
yeah, right. I remember. I was like,
but that's really his only one. You know what I'm saying? That 154. It's kind
of because after that, I can't remember the last time.
Yeah, before that, yeah.
Yeah, so
he don't punch like he don't have the intensity like that.
I mean, my thing is, I think Top Rank, I think has plans for him, and I don't think they want to risk his belt so soon. So, I mean, obviously, whenever Top Rank kind of figures out the platform, I'm pretty sure we'll see Zayas will fight next. Because
how long is that going to take? And meanwhile, it's like Zayas is who he is, bro. Like, I'm tired of this developmental. Like, that's why I think Ortiz is like kind of like pissed off at. It's like, but he's going through the Charlo route. Look how long it took the Charlos to get their title shot.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened in the Virgil Ortiz, but at least like the Charlos, he's beating quality names.
Mm-hmm.
In two fucking divisions, really. Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, Zayas. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he.
As a matter of fact, Boots should be. He at 154 now. Like he should be wanting. Like him and Ortiz should be wanting that work.
I mean, they're trying to. I mean, Ortiz is like pretty much like, yo, just sign the contract and stuff like that and everything like that. But I think things are kind of slowing on the Zayas side about that because I don't think they. I don't think because Zayas would lose against Ortiz. There's no question.
Dude, Zayas gonna be one of the few niggas who get a title. And he's gonna make a real title defense against some nondescript nigga.
Right.
Because that's the only move I see. Like they gonna wait till he gets a distribution deal. And they're gonna fucking main event him somewhere, have a Jobber Festival on the card, and that's how they gonna move Zayas. I just don't see him fighting any other quality 154 guy.
I supposedly I heard he's moving to one. I heard like he might defend against Santillion, who's moving up in Puerto Rico type shit, and then he's gonna move up to 160 because what's his name Janibek's gonna go to 168, type of thing. So he'll get the WBO 160, right?
Bro, see, oh god, see, and it's the same playbook, and it's like it'll be like he'll end up being a 2-time world champion or 2-division world champion. They ain't fight no fucking body,
right?
And it's like, why go to 160 when 154 is hot and you ain't fight no names at 154? It's like dude being protected if that's the plan.
It's just funny because the Ortiz Lubin fight, it got soft announced, but then right after that, Zayas and Ortiz start beefing, and that's boxing 2025. And then
Lubin's the type of fight that Zayas and them would take.
Yeah, and then unfortunately for Bakhram, like now we're hearing talks about him fighting Josh Kelly for his belt. Which is
that's unfortunate for Josh Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, I get it too, but it's like, god damn it, like you go from Zoo to Josh Kelly. It's just like you clearly know how fucked up the shit is.
But I feel like at this point, I think Bakhram, he's just going to take any fight.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, fighters got to fight.
And if he's gonna take Josh Kelly, at least that's the fight Boots ain't gotta take.
Right.
so I'd rather Murtazaliev get that fight.
Yeah, purse bids failed, right? I mean, because you remember, like last week, if you recall, I just go on Twitter a lot and I see it, but last week Ortiz, not Ortiz, my fault, Lubin, Bakhram, the purse bid failed, and I was like, yeah, nobody wants to pay for this fight, not PBC, not even Pro Box want to pay for that fight, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the next little couple days after, you hear the Ortiz Lubin fight, which is a good fight, but we expect Ortiz to body Lubin. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it said PBC didn't want to do it. Like, okay, look, we wanted you to keep you in this dark matches. What's all this paying you to defend your title shit? You know, like, what is that all about? So it's like, yeah, he's getting a raw deal because he's too fucking dangerous. I mean,
yeah, that's all it is. He don't have a name like that. Like he has a name. I mean, because he KO'd Zoo, but it's like it ain't a name to the point where it's like you got like a brand behind it. Like it's not like a Golovkin level type of guy where like you could risk getting knocked out, but you're gonna main event. People are gonna watch it. It's an event.
Yeah, they don't want that motherfucker's either gonna have to knock out some people, so either get so the fans get behind him some more, or he gets beaten straight up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. A guy like him who's dangerous, he has to keep fighting to just keep getting the KOs.
I know he mentioned the fight announcement coming soon, but he said that a few months ago. But I'm just saying, like at this point, he's gonna have to look bad and barely win on the cards for him to get a fight.
Now he got to do that and produce a last 10-second knockdown or some shit to win.
Right.
Because they'll rob his ass just so they get that belt from him.
Yeah. And God forbid.
He better just keep knocking motherfuckers out.
And like I said, if he faces Josh Kelly, I think Josh Kelly's he's signed to match him, so it's like Eddie's going to do everything in his power to kind of make sure Josh Kelly leaves with that belt if he goes the distance, because Josh Kelly ain't knocking this motherfucker out. So it's like... Yeah,
so... He better add Josh Kelly to that damn matchroom highlight reel of KOs.
Right, and that's why it's like I said, 154 is too competitive a division. Has too many hits for anyone to be contract play politics. You can't 154. You don't want to ruin a division like that with politics, because it's like, come on.
Because that's what Zayas is really just gonna like if he doesn't move up to 160, he's gonna be another one of those guys who just be on an on and off schedule with like his schedule ain't gonna line up with other niggas, and he's gonna be taking these damn defenses or voluntary defenses that nobody really wants to see. Because look how long it took for him to get a name fight with the Paul Teixeira,
right?
And Zay has been at 154 for a minute.
You know how ESPN, I mean Top Rank does it. The diet plan's real over there.
They do know how to build a guy to a world title.
Yes, they do.
It's hard for them to transition that guy to a superstar.
Oh no, I mean I feel like that's by design sometimes. You know, ever since Floyd Oscar days. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I
mean, not even Oscar days, even Pacquiao days too.
Pacquiao, Oscar, Pacquiao, Floyd, they all left. Bud left. Keyshawn trying to get away from them. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn trying to get ready.
Well, yeah, Keyshawn, they're sitting down Keyshawn, and rightfully so, because Keyshawn, decided to crash out at the peak of his.
And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame because he got the mouthpiece, Paul's the charisma, he got the style. It's a damn shame.
And all the pieces had the momentum, the buzz, the everything. Like that's the fumble. Like that's a career fumble, and it's like like nothing good came out of it at all.
Not one thing.
Now we gotta hope Norman maybe beats Haney. I mean, Top Rank don't have a deal no more, but Norman's on Top Rank, and he's Norman cut a little good promo. I ain't gonna lie, little T.I. looking nigga be cutting some decent promos.
T.I. looking nigga.
Yeah, he's been. Yeah, speaking of Brian Norman, he's been on what's his name? That Beehive Atlanta podcast, the show.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that one. He's doing a little media.
All the Beehive. Beehive's dope as fuck. Like him and Wicked.
He doing a little media run lately. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. If he kills Haney in on that card, it should be the main event. If he kills Haney, that'll be be major for his career.
Another fight that should be main event. Like that's an American fight.
Don't nobody care about no fucking Yarde, bro. I love it. I fuck with Dave Benavidez. I respect Benavidez for taking the Morrell fight when he don't really have to, but like, come on, man. I don't want to see Yarde in the main event.
Nah, but Benavidez had to take the Morrell fight. What other fight did he have?
Yeah, true. I mean, no, but I mean, maybe he didn't have to. He could just said no. Really, he didn't have to take that fight if he didn't want to.
But it's like he loses all his momentum.
Yeah, he had. Well, yeah, he needed. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a. Yeah, you're right. I guess.
Like how you can't keep beating up Plant, nigga.
But I've seen Yarde. The thing is, we've seen Yarde fail too much. We've seen Yarde look boring in fights. He's lost 2 title fights, even though he did give him a better be a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
But he looked. But when he's not on that level, he's in fucking boring ass fights. Pat, you watched them shits. You watched like his last fight with Lyndon Arthur was fucking boring, and he stopped him last time he fought him. He stopped him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, came him again.
Yes.
He looked like he was possessed in that rematch, and then this decision bullshit for the third fight.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, Norman could definitely become a star. But I mean, yeah, if he KOs Haney, then a certain population of boxers will probably just will consider this like he's like number one.
I mean, it's like, I'll be honest, it's a tough fight. Like you could be a Haney. You don't have to be a Haney fan. You could be a Haney hater. You can hate this motherfucker all you want.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about Haney don't duck no smoke.
And he can box. I mean, I know it's 135, 140, but he got skills. He does have skills.
He got skills, but the thing is, like, he believes in him enough to take the fights, though. Like he legit takes like fights, like.
Mm-hmm.
Like he takes threats, he takes dangerous fights. Like, I'll just be honest, like, yeah, niggas could get at him about the man you got undisputed by Cambosis.
You ain't got to kill since Obama was in office.
Yeah, all that bullshit. But after Cambosis, what he was doing, like, he didn't take a bullshit fight since.
You have to fight. He didn't have to fight Loma. He didn't really have to fight Loma. So he did, I mean,
and now we glad we did see that Loma fucking retired. Loma was trying to scoot out without taking no more tough fights.
Well, I mean, and Loma had been ducking Haney too. So I mean, he
needed that. Like that was a legacy fight for Lomachenko. Like he needed to take that. Ducking ass.
But yeah, no, boxing has some stuff going on. And just before we go into the BMF movie review, I gotta say, Jake Paul's having his boxing events on Friday and Saturday night. I think Friday night is the prospect version of it. You have the up and comers that he signed, and then Saturday's more of his name fighters. So if you're looking for a boxing fix this weekend, you can see it on a Jake Paul card. And
that Saturday card's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Because they got Claggett, Jermaine Ortiz. That could sound boring, but it is a 140 fight that kind of has a couple names. It's a decent card. That's not even the main event. You know what I'm saying? That's not even the main event of the card.
No, it's
the main event.
Tellez versus Tellez, the fake WBA champion at 154. He's fighting. Hold on. He's fighting. Damn, I don't even know what the fuck. I can't. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't fucking know his name. Hold on.
Fucking sound effects today.
He's fighting the guy Barao, Boss Barao, he's been ranked for a while. He's not really anybody special. That's why I couldn't know his name. His name's Boss Barao. 1601.
It's a fucking creative character ass name.
He lost to Jack Colque back in.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Jack Colque be getting all these little significant low key wins.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Colque was. I wouldn't call him a boogeyman, but he was always like I mean, he was fringe, but like I said, he gave Derevyanchenko and Andre hard fights when they're in their primes, in their actual primes.
The thing is this, like, he's one of those guys, like, you had to be quality to beat him. Mm-hmm. And you notice only really the best, like, quality is only beating him.
Yeah, because his style. I mean, he's the only one that I've ever seen Derevyanchenko. Like, Derevyanchenko nearly lost to dude because he was like Derevyanchenko for whatever reason slacked up in the second half of the fight. Oh, go ahead, Pilot.
No, my bad. Finish what you're saying. My bad. Finish what you're saying.
Yeah, no, Derevyanchenko slacked up in the second half of the fight, and Kogan was beating his ass. I was like, oh.
He started throwing combos and shit.
Yeah. And then Andre was throwing hands with dude, like he had to throw hands because Koke was giving him a little bit too much trouble. So it's like,
because Tellus is fighting that guy Barral, and they got Jermaine Ortiz, Claggett. Oh no, Claggett's not in there no more. What the fuck? It's a replacement. That's trash. Claggett
got injured.
And then they got Body who stole Silve's spot basically after that vicious KO. But he's fighting Roger Gutierrez, 130 guy who was kind of a champ, right?
No, he was a champ. Roger Gutierrez. I mean, I think he's on a little bit of a slide though, but Gutierrez is still. He's still a puncher.
I want to mention something real quick. The fucked up part about that is I was kind of high on Silve. He lost to Body, but Body hasn't done shit since then. Like, he's squandered. I know he signed the MVP, but he hasn't done shit since that KO. Like, that was a KO of the year, a shock of the year. My server was going crazy when that happened, but he ain't done shit since it.
Well, I mean, Gutierrez is a step up in this competition, so we'll see what he's all. We'll see what it's gonna be all about.
But I'm just saying, like, after a KO on a Jake Paul card, and you haven't really made the most of it. I felt like that was a co-main. You iced the MVP guy. I don't know. Like, Body could have. He's kind of mid. He gonna lose it.
Like, he didn't take advantage of his momentum.
Yeah. He could. It could have been way. Yeah, should have been way more advantage.
Yeah. So I mean, but like I said, I mean that's how kind of like I said. I mean, it starts at 8 p.m. So yeah.
On the zone.
Yeah.
Not the zone pay-per-view.
And you know how Jake Paul operates. There's only the zone pay-per-view if he's on it. if he's actually fighting. Because Jake Paul is one of the few that actually goes. He goes to different platforms. It could be YouTube, it could be DAZN, it could be Netflix. He's basically done enough business. So, like, he doesn't know, but DAZN is pretty much where he puts all his prospects shows for the most part. That doesn't ever change. So, yeah, if you're looking for a boxing, I mean, like I said, Jake Paul, as long as he's not fighting on it, his cards are actually entertaining to watch. So,
as long as he's not fighting on there,
it's the truth. Every time, his prospects, he's done a good job signing talent. So it's not like. He has more than enough talent, so it's like
because his own fights always look so choreographed, like he never has any type of like effort thrown back at him, and when it just seems like they hold back on something. Wait, hold on, Ken. Are we boxing Johnny Cage or Jake Paul? On the movie, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Chavez forgot who he was for 9 rounds. Then he woke up the 10th round, best round of the fight.
Yeah, and that was frustrating just to watch that happen. It was just like,
because Jake Paul wasn't doing nothing special.
Hell no, he wasn't. But the Friday card too. Like, if you want to see the pro debut of Jamal Harvey, he signed an Olympian, as well as see the return of Yoelvis Gomez, who's trying to rebuild his career after suffering that loss on PBC TV against Marquise Taylor, who surprisingly is not in any recent fight cards, considering that he got the most buzz from KOing someone in that little dog sparring thing that Turkey had last month.
Man, Turkey pulled a damn rug from under niggas' feet, dog. The old classic banana in the tailpipe. Like, girl, I'm sorry for cheating on you, but here's a Chanel bag and some movie tickets ass apology ass shit. Like, nigga, just say anything. Like,
is it? On one hand, it was probably one of the rawest shits I've ever watched. Like, it was like them cats was
niggas risking brain bleeds for nothing.
Yeah, and Marcus Taylor.
Did they even get paid for that?
I don't even know. I don't even know what the whole thing. All I know is like, Turkey was like, I am holding Spartan to see who's gonna be on the show. So it's like, and then all these name niggas all came in there. And the funny thing is too, that thing had more of an atmosphere than most of his cards. Like it was amazing. Like that shit was packed. And then there's no referee, and the motherfuckers.
This shit look like the goddamn lower level like gym stages from Fight Night Champion.
Honestly, it looked like a scene out of fucking Pit Fighter. Like I was just like, God damn.
Yeah. They're like shit look like the fucking Kumite, nigga.
Yeah, there was just so much to take in. Like some real brutal sparring and knockouts.
It was getting rabbit punched the fuck up.
Yeah, and then not one of them cats made it onto the prelim or the main card, which was wild.
Put their career in jeopardy for that.
I really don't mind the card being kind of because I do like the co-main and I do like Colin Walsh versus Vargas. There's two young guys that are risking their zero. I don't mind it. To be honest,
Pilot, you be just weird, nigga. What the fuck?
I do think Bullet Truck Adam. I don't know. I'll step away real quick. I know Bullet Truck Adam should definitely be at least the opener on the main card, but here's what it is.
Yeah.
Because if it was Bullet Truck Adams, Walsh, Colin Smith, and Billy Martinez, and Billy versus Lester Martinez, like it's decent enough.
No, that would be
decent enough. But are we getting a fight of the year out of those?
I think and Billy Lester could be. I think that's a fight that, because Lester Martinez is a little sniper. He's from the Bud camp. He's from the Bomaca Bud camp. So he's like a counter puncher, and then Billy's all action. So I could see that being could be a good fight.
Yeah, it's a great fight on paper. I just want Martinez to not have no fucking migraines and shit.
Nah, he did that twice in the past couple months because of this fight. It feels like he's been faking that. I think that shit's like just he's been faking that shit. I don't think
he's been faking it. I just think it's a problem. They said they got under control, but I just want him to actually get to the fight in one piece so that fight doesn't get ruined. But yeah, like I said, the prelims are. They're okay. They have two fights on there that are just. That are main card quality, but I get you gotta kind of draw the people in to watch, even though it's not.
You don't fuck with the Vargas Collins Walsh fight? I know it's not.
I do, but that's a fight I would call an opener.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if Ben Rodriguez is in Puma for a unified championship is basically undisputed, almost is basically an opener. I mean that's a different card. Yeah,
I know. I know when we really fully talk about that card, it'll be crazy to see what the order is. But yeah,
that's gonna be all
thing is pointing for that card, which is a fight of the year candidate on paper, to be the first fight on that card, which is actually incredible. But yeah, no,
that's a better card than the Canelo Crawford card.
Oh yeah, easily, it is. But we'll see with the card. If prelims or the main card, produces a fight of the year, we'll see how it goes though. But I just hate it was Dana the one that actually announced the shit rather than just. It just didn't feel right.
Word.